that we've seen the men put their best muscles forward, it's time to check out the women who are going to impress the judges with their moves. What we're going to see now is the figure championship, which is very different from women's bodybuilding. The criteria for getting maximum points is completely different here.
The figure contestants ignited the stage with their unrelenting charisma as they took to some serious figure flaunting in the pre-judging phase. The evaluation prototype in this category was quite different than that undertaken to review women bodybuilders.
What I describe to people who don't know about the sport, more of a beauty pageant for fit girls. So they are judging on your physique, but it's also your skin tone, your hair, your makeup, the way you present yourself. Your suits are very elaborate. They're Swarovski crystal, so they're very shiny. We wear jewelry, which bodybuilders don't usually wear jewelry, and our posing is different. So we're not doing double bicep poses or anything like that. We're doing what we call quarter turns. So we face the front, the side, the rear, and the other side so that they get an idea of the symmetry of your body from all angles.
Yeah. The ravishing competitors continued to impress the judges one by one before the call-outs. The first call-out included last year's Miss Figure Olympia, Erin Stern, Cheryl Brown, current Miss Figure Olympia, Nicole Wilkins, Eva Coven and Candice Greene, all top figure athletes in the world. The judges next asked Erin, Nicole and Candice to step back in order to be replaced by Kirsten Nagrani and Larissa Rees. They were joined by Sabrina Taylor and Mona Murison. Next to be evaluated were Heather Grace, Felicia Romero and Elena Reed. The evaluators had their task cut out, especially with the top contestants looking even better than they looked at the recently concluded IFBB Olympia Championships held in Las Vegas. Following a series of analytical routines, the 8th call-out, or the ultimate show, seemed to have once again boiled down to a clash between the current and former Miss Olympias, Nicole and Erin.
I'm loving Mumbai as usual, and Mumbai is loving this magnificent event that's taking place over here. What's not to love? There's men, there's muscles, and of course there's a battle going on. Two names that are spoken of constantly this time around, Phil Heath and Jay Cutler. Let's go see what these two had to say about each other to each other.
So what difference are you planning on making for this show? You plan on coming in any bigger, tighter? What can the fans expect to see?
Well, I'm hoping actually be bigger and tighter. That's the main objective. I want to come in and display the best that I can, obviously coming all the way over here. And it's been fun. We got to spend some time together and of course see a little bit of the city, and I'm going on tour for 2 weeks afterwards. So once we get done with the competition, it's business as usual, and I'm real looking forward to putting on a great show and showing all the fans what it's like to be a champion bodybuilder on the stage.
So another question, what about the fans? Like, how have you been received here in Mumbai? Did you have any expectations coming in, or like tell us how? Because I know for me, I came in with no expectations whatsoever, and I felt like everyone was very warm. But I know we all get treated a little bit differently and whatnot.
Yeah.
So
I knew there was going to be a lot of expectation for myself because I was kind of the headliner coming in, of course being the champion leading up to this competition. And I did a lot of publicity on my Facebook, and I've been very close in ties with Sheru and all his staff to try to create the best bodybuilding event obviously they've ever had here, and probably the first one. But I wanted to be able to roll with what we had at the Mr. Olympia and have the same stage, same air about everything that we do over here. And my expectations have been, of course, exactly what I thought it was. We received very well. The food has been great. The accommodations have been great. The stage is A+. The media has been very, very received with all of our different interviews, and we really just been treated first class, and I'm really happy about that.
Win or lose, who's buying dessert?
Yeah.
And what would that be? What are you expecting? Because I know, just like myself, we train all year round. We eat really clean because of all the numerous appearances that we do. The strenuous diet, getting ready for the Mr. Olympia. You had to hold that conditioning, coming on a 24-hour flight, really, here in Mumbai, continuing to train, continuing to deplete. What is it that is on Jay Cutler's mind that he wants to eat?
Well, win or lose, we both win either way, because we kind of won as a team. So, but I think Sheru buys dessert. I think
so.
I don't think you're not buying dessert. I'm not buying dessert, but Sheru buys dessert, and we'll see. I mean, let's see what the flavor is at that point. I really don't know what other than chicken and rice and steak and rice and sweet potato that we've been eating since we got here. So I'm really not looking forward to anything other than just putting on a great show, and then we'll worry about what we're going to drink and what we're going to eat.
Absolutely. Well, Jay, it's been a pleasure. Obviously, you've been a great ambassador for our sport, great role model for me, great friend and brother to me. Just want to take the time out and say thank you for all that you've done. And I'm expecting nothing but the best from this guy. He's a first-class human being and an awesome bodybuilder. I mean, just look at the guy sitting there. You know that he's got the eye of the tiger, and he definitely wants to kick butt tomorrow night. So I've got my work cut out for me. I'm just hoping that I can squeeze out a win. But overall, like you said, us being on that stage together and being 1 and 2 is what we've always wanted. And here we are again in another continent, with new fans, and we get a chance to showcase our physiques for you guys. So I just can't wait to get it on.
I will be there.
The pre-judging rounds are over, and now the contestants are all fired up and getting set to win the crown. Who's going to win? I have no idea. I've got my favorites. I'm sure you guys have too. Now there's going to be a serious display of some muscle power. As you can see behind me, the ladies are already getting their positions. They're being shown where they're going to have to go, what they're going to have to do. This is really interesting. Enough for you. Let me check this out.
With the final action just moments away, the participants got busy familiarizing themselves with the stage and its functions. While a few seemed nervous, the veterans knew better.
I'm feeling ready. I have my suit on. I just have to put my shoes on, and we just tried out the turntable thing and ready to go.
Back in the green rooms, the Hulks got down to pumping iron. Not many might be aware of the fact that these gigantic muscle men squeeze down their diet and almost completely cut out their liquid intake a few days before the competition. And by liquids, we mean water too.
हम जो पहले अपनी डाइट में कार्ब्स खा रहे होते हैं वो कार्ब्स को पूरी तरह से डिप्लीट कर देते हैं और हमें पूरे दिन में 50 ग्राम कार्ब्स पे आना होता है और अपनी प्रोटीन इनटेक अप कर देते हैं। उससे क्या होता है कि हमारी बॉडी जो ग्लाइकोजन वेव में चली जाती है और जो हमारी बॉडी पे फैट रहता है वो एज एनर्जी यूज़ हो जाता है। और इसके साथ साथ जो दूसरी चीज़ है वो है सोडियम। जो सोडियम रहता है वो आपकी बॉडी में वाटर रिटेन करता है और हमारे स्किन और मसल के बीच में वाटर क्लियर होती है, हमें वो वाटर ड्रॉप करना होता है, स्किन को ड्राई करना होता है। तो उसके पहले हम अपने कंपटीशन के फाइनल डे से पहले 4-5 दिन सोडियम ऑफ करते हैं, सोडियम खाना बंद करते हैं। और जो लास्ट 3 डेज रहते हैं दैट इज़ वेरी डिफिकल्ट फॉर यू कि उस दिन में आपको 3 दिन तक बिल्कुल भी लिक्विड नहीं लेना होता। यू हैव टू ड्रॉप द वाटर। लिक्विड किसी भी फॉर्म में आप नहीं यूज करते।
The time had come to put all preparations to a halt and burn the stage one final time. As the contestants calmed their nerves, the audience braced themselves for a show of their lifetime. The list of bigwigs attending the grand event included the legendary Amitabh Bachchan and Indian cinema's most applauded action hero Sanjay Dutt. The show got underway with the modest lighting of the diyas with notable dignitaries gracing the stage. With just moments away before the mega men and women stepped it up,